So of course, we have to start with a digital mindset. Understand that digital is also a journey. How do you currently engage with your customers? I want to digitalize my operations. And so how do you continue to create a culture of innovation? The mistake that people often make with digital is like they rush to get the product.
Would there be like 2, 3, 4, or 5 simple steps that you would recommend or suggest that SMEs should take, kind of like a path to embracing technology and digitalization and getting started or whatever?
Yeah, so there's a couple of things that I'll offer up. Okay, so I'll start with like the first one. How do you think about this? What's the mindset? So of course we have to start with a digital mindset. And what does that even mean? So again, I said, you embrace the whole, to simplify it so that you don't feel, because some people have this averse reaction. They hear the word digital, they're like, oh, no, cannot, it's so hard, it's so this. No. So you have to like embrace this whole digital mindset first. If you're a leader of a business, you're the CEO, your C-suite, your chairman, or whatever, like you can delegate a lot of things, but you cannot delegate the digital mindset. Like you first have to embrace it. You have to understand it. And always remember, okay, how do I use this to improve my business? How do we become better, faster, cheaper, and a better customer experience? Always come back to that. And the other thing, the way to think of it also is, from a personal standpoint, we all talk about what we all need to do. We need to be healthy, right? So we wake up every day, we say, I need to be healthy. I need to eat vegetables. I need to do this. I need to exercise. And so digital is kind of like that as well. And so like a healthy company is a digital company. It's a digitally savvy company. And so you break it up like that, and so you are not going to go from suddenly overweight to you do 6 sit-ups and then suddenly you become healthy. So with the SME journey of being digital, it's kind of like that too. So you know what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to continue to learn. First and foremost is that you must continue to learn. You must, whatever it is, because this is always going to be dynamic, changing. So you must always allocate your so like the need to exercise. So like if the parallel is, if you're a person, you need to be healthy and exercise. So if you're a company, you need to always learn. That's the equivalent.
Yes.
The analog, the analogy for that. Yeah, and then you have like you got to eat vitamins, all that stuff. But I just offered up that. So you start with how you think, and then secondly, the next step is like understand that digital is also a journey. So you have phases. So you have to identify where are the areas that can be digital. So first and foremost, you think about it this way: how do you currently engage with your customers? So last time, customer would come to the shop and then you just chit chat and you do like that. But now today, the way that we market is all around. So if you don't have a digital presence, for example, you're not reaching your customers. If you're not emailing them, you're not following up, you're not using digital tools, then you're not engaging with your customers. So that's for like how do you access your customers? So that's that. And then after that, you start thinking, all right, so now I want to digitalize my operations. And so you start looking at your components, your business process, and say, where can I be more digital? So are my payments digital? Is how I collect stuff digital? Is how I sign documents digital? So these are like basic. So it's like digitalizing my business operations. Yeah. And in these days, there are many things also, there are many, they're coaches, they're business people that try and help you with that. But sometimes they sell this overwhelming big package and you say you must do all. But the reality of it is that if you understand your business process, then you can start, okay, like right now, I really just need a solution that does this thing. I just need to collect data. And so you start breaking that up into pieces. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's that. And then, so your business operations. And then you start thinking about the third area is, it's like the innovation forward. And so how do you continue to create a culture of innovation? And so most of the time, especially small businesses, where everybody is wearing multiple hats, and you may not have the opportunity to hire, your head tech guy or your innovation guy, but it could be to start with as simple as you just empower somebody in the organization to say, all right, so you are in charge of innovation for now. And so your job is, come up with, share with us new ideas, what you're seeing, et cetera, et cetera. And so gaining that, I talked about experimentation, right? And so it's all about like coming up with ideas and learning. And so instilling that innovation culture is key. One of the things that we did in my prior organization, because in commercial bank, so in commercial banking, it's also a very, traditional kind of business. We have very senior bankers, and so very, very resistant to change is what I'm trying to say. And so one of the things just to encourage people to start to think differently is like we had some of the new hires, so the younger millennial ones. And so every time we would have a meeting, we would just empower somebody to just talk about some of the new things that they're seeing. And that just like opens up the conversation, and it makes it interesting. And so because it's really all about like embracing all these possibilities. So I'm talking about all this, I'm still at a very high level because I'm trying to offer up ways of thinking as opposed to like the practical. And of course, to execute all that, you can, you'll start to think which products and solutions that you actually need. But I would say before you get into like which product and solution that you actually need, you need to think about like how you think about the how and the why, because there's so many different digital solutions that are out there. The problem that people often, the mistake that people often make with digital transformation or digital adoption, whatever you want to call it, is like they rush to get the product directly without really understanding like wait, how am I trying, in what way am I trying to be better, faster, and cheaper? Is it like to eliminate repeat processes, or is it to like get new information? So you have to understand that, and then you go look for the solution,